Hey YouTube. I've seen a lot of people that are confused by the currencies in Path of Exile or simply do not know how to place a value on each one, or they would like some explanation or clarification on what the currencies to save and which ones to spend on your character. I'd like to hopefully help some people out today, and I will not go into detail on what each currency actually does, but rather their base value and whether you should trade it or upgrade your own character. Unlike other dungeon crawler games, this one has no set monetary system like gold. Instead, you trade off the many different types of currencies that could normally upgrade your own items. I will start out with the highest value currency, and it's something I've been unfortunate not to find. It's called a Mirror of Calandra. This will basically duplicate any unique item in the game, and its value is pretty much priceless because its value is as high as the best item that somebody has found. Aside from mirrors though, the top currency that you'll find is called an Exalted Orb. These are highly valuable, and I recommend you hold on to them and do not spend them till later on, like 80 or 90, when you know this is the character you want to stick with, and your passive build can handle doing in-game maps. Because you'll be able to trade these for things like really good gear, like 2 or 3 Exalteds would get you a piece of almost perfectly rolled gear. But moving on, I believe that gem cutter prisms have a very special place and should be saved till in-game to use on your own gems that are already high quality rolled that you found on the ground, like 15% or higher. Next though, there's Chaos Orbs. These are almost your everyday trading currency. Most people accept or only take Chaos Orbs for the items they are selling. They are more plentiful than Exalted Orbs, as it takes almost 15 Chaos Orbs to equal 1 Exalted. The next is also your everyday trading currency, but it's under Chaos Orbs. It's called an Orb of Alchemy, and it is used for lower level gems usually to buy them from other people, and other lower level gear that people would like to quickly get rid of for a lower price. I believe sometimes you should hold on to these to advance your own character, but don't be afraid to spend them for gear for advancement to your own character as well. Some may argue, but I believe that these next 5 are all equal, and their values change based on trade time. These 5 are the Orb of Scouring, the Orb of Regret, the Blessed Orb, and these last 2 I don't have, but it's called a Divine Orb and a Regal Orb. These are all special, and I believe, personally, that you should hold on to them for your character later down the road, because I found 30 or more Chaos Orbs, but only 2 Blessed Orbs, when their value is 3 Chaos to every 4 Blessed. These next 7 are only worth saving in my opinion, because the trade value of them is so low that you need 20 or more to get rid of something. They are the Orb of Chance, Orb of Alteration, Orb of Augmentation, Orb of Transmutation, Jeweler's Orbs, Orbs of Fusing, which I currently do not have any right now, and Chromatic Orbs. Personally, I like to save on to all of these because I run into situations where I find a piece of gear that's an upgrade for me, but it doesn't have the right gem colors or socket numbers or links, and I have to spend all my currency in order to get that. And if I didn't save up those currencies, I wouldn't have them to be able to get the rolls that I need for the new upgraded gear. No one told me this leveling up, but for in-game maps you will need an Orb of Transmutation to upgrade your maps to blue, because most of them will drop on the ground as a white. Also, Orbs of Alterations, as they will reroll the properties on the map, in case that map is something that's too hard for your build. Also, Orb of Augmentations, in case you get a roll from your alteration that only has 1 property, and you can add a second property to it. This video is taking a little longer than I expected, but I just want to quickly mention these last 4. You have armor scraps, cartographer's chisel, glassblower's bauble, and a blacksmith's whetstone. I believe all of these are rather worthless for trading purposes, but should be saved to upgrade your own items that you feel you will be using for several levels. Also, portal and wisdom scrolls are rather worthless. Just use them or hold on to them to portal to town and identify gear. Thanks, I hope you've enjoyed watching this and you learned something about Path of Exile and the currency that this game likes to use.